I'm Nick Amp, and we're at Sequoia National Park. Whoa, these things are crazy. I'm going to take you through my weekend exploring Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Parks. We started Saturday morning off with catching the sunrise on Morro Rock. This granite dome is a 350-step hike up to some amazing views of the Great Western Divide, Kauai River, and the Central Valley. This spot has 360 views. You can see literally everything. This spot is great for both sunrise and sunset. So after Morro Rock, on our way down to Crescent Meadow, we stopped to look at the Parker group. It is a large group of sequoias off the side of the road. This is a quick, easy stop that could take as little as 5 minutes, or it could take up to 30 minutes. It's honestly up to you. Further along the road is Tunnel Log, the most famous thing in Sequoia National Park. We drove by it and I was shocked how nobody was there at all. If you want to get this log all to yourself, I highly recommend going first thing in the morning because this spot gets crowded with cars and people. Once we were done making stops on the side of the road, we hiked through Crescent Meadow and we did the loop trail. It's about 1 to 2 miles round trip depending on how long you make it. It has great views of sequoias, wildflowers, and even wildlife, bears, deer. So after Crescent Meadow, we hiked to Eagle View. This trail is 1.5 miles round trip and it starts from Crescent Meadow parking lot on the High Sierra Trail. This trail is low trafficked. I barely saw anybody on it. It's one of the most underrated trails in my opinion in the park. It has spectacular views of the High Sierra. You get a frontal view of those huge old mountains and a unique view of the backside of Morro Rock. Highly recommend this trail. So after, we hiked back down to the parking lot and drove down General's Highway to see the largest tree in the world, General Sherman. This tree is huge. The trail to get there is 1.2 miles round trip and you go downhill first. So remember, when you go downhill, you have to go back up. There's a super awesome trail that we took right next to General Sherman called the Congress Trail. This trail easily has some of the best giant sequoias in the entire park. The Congress Trail is about 3 miles round trip. It's rated easy. The trail is flat and paved. My favorite part of this trail was seeing the size difference between the young sequoias and mature ones. The young sequoias, you can tell, are skinnier and the mature ones have a way wider base. After we were done hiking with the sequoias, we drove to Buck Rock Fire Lookout in Sequoia National Forest to catch the sunset. This spot is located on Big Meadow Road between the two national parks. To get here, I highly recommend a car with minimum of high clearance. I have been here twice and never needed to put in 4-wheel drive. If you don't have high clearance, you can always hike the road to get here. Buck Rock might be one of the best sunset spots in the area. There are rangers on duty 24/7 during the summer, so just make sure you're mindful of your noise levels. The next morning, I caught sunrise at Hume Lake. It is located right past Grant Grove area and has a trail that goes around the whole lake with awesome mountain views, and this is a prime time spot for sunrise. Hume Lake is also a great spot to take a kayak, paddleboard out in the water to cool off on those hot summer days. So this was my weekend in Sequoia Kings Canyon National Park. I want to thank you for hanging out with me in Sequoia and Kings Canyon National Park this weekend. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more national parks, hiking, and I'll see you in the next adventure.